Hello and welcome. Please enjoy this short video on tips and tricks of OCT. Looking with appreciation at its inventors, OCT was first developed 32 years ago by Fujimoto at MIT in Boston, becoming commercially available 4 years later in '96. For this effort, he and his colleagues received the 2012 Antonio Ciampalomou Award and the 2023 Lasker Pre-Nobel Award. We're all familiar with how OCT images look and are presented to us, but we must remember that they're always distorted. The OCT image presented to us is usually stretched vertically and augmented by gamma, whereas the original image is much flatter and darker. This is important because the vertical distortion can leave a wrong impression of the pathology. For instance, this macular hole looks like an easy-to-close drawbridge, while it actually is much flatter. Such y-axis elongation in presented images leaves a distorted impression of how easily the hole may close with surgery. Be aware that the choroid may be only a thin line in very myopic eyes. In these instances, the sclera or retroorbital fat can be confused as choroid. This patient was referred to us for abnormal choroidal structures when it was simply a very thin choroid and emissary veins. Here's another case with very thin choroid and dome macula from focal scleral thickening. ONL and Henle's layer are almost always confused as one ONL layer. Henle becomes more prominent when the axis is tilted, appreciable in these images. Tilted images showing the otherwise hidden Henle's layer have been confused with and referred to us as PAM or AMNR. Lastly, be aware that an OCT can be interpreted as normal despite macular edema because OCT is a static image and about 10% of the times it misses visually significant vascular leakage. Looking at the OCT map, however, may reveal focal hotspots visible as leakage in the FA, as in this example. Here are other examples of normal OCT but leaky FA. This patient presented with decreased vision after repaired MAC-off detachment. The patient had a normal OCT, but the vascular leakage is readily visible on fluorescein angiography. Thank you for your attention, and we hope this was helpful.